2017 Cadillac XT5. Roaring noise while driving down the road. The differential is covered with fluid. The oil pan, of course, is covered with fluid as well. And we changed the rear differential out. Went to drive it down the road and I got the roaring noise again. So here's a video just to give you an idea on what it's going to look like when that goes bad and what it sounds like when it goes bad. That is the gears inside of the PTU or front differential flicking up and down. Let's see, I'll get it right below it so you can hear it. These can be changed. They're not exactly the easiest to change, but they can be changed. It has to come off the backside here where the slip yoke is. There's a bracket up inside of here that has to come off. The right CV axle has to come out. The left CV axle can stay in because it actually mounts inside the transmission. Then there's a few bolts that have to come out. You might be able to see that one right at the bottom of the transmission. It's covered in oil. Not the drain plug, but the other one up there. And then there's a few other bolts on the opposite side over there that has to come out as well. So instead of replacing the entire transmission, you can replace the front differential by itself, although it is part of the transmission. So that is the next task at hand. Not today, but it will be coming soon. You can see on the outer shaft right there on the passenger side that it's covered in diff fluid. This thing grenaded. I initially thought that it may be a bearing on the passenger front side or the driver front side. So I took the caliper off, took the nut off the center here. That relieves any tension holding it all together, and you can grab the bearing. If it don't move, the bearing's good. I mean, theoretically. Sometimes it can still stay still and have flat spots inside the bearing and cause it to make a roaring noise while driving, but I don't think that's the case here. This car barely has any miles on it. So I'm going to put this all back together and do the oil change. After it stops, don't keep hammering. That's 1,300 foot-pounds there, so you don't want to keep going and end up stripping the nut out. Thanks for watching.